check, mic check. Interlagos, SuperCars NZ, Division 1 V8s. Race 5. How we going, guys? Got Corey and who's that guy we haven't seen in ages? Dougley. Dougley in the lounge tonight.
Well rested Douglas Bickley, ladies and gentlemen.
Hooray!
Are we live?
Crowd goes wild. Yes.
Are we live?
I hope so.
G'day guys. Yeah, welcoming myself back from Australia. There, we breakaway. Thought I'd try to engage my inner Scott McLaughlin. If anyone hasn't seen that video, go and check that one out on YouTube. Am I live? In his after his qualifying monster qualifying run there. Funny video.
Doug's back, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, loving Doug.
With all my weirdities and oddities.
At Brazil tonight, lads, we're going to have 34 laps, and it looks like Darren Lobb has done the job.
Totally.
Awesome track here. I really enjoy this one. It's quite heavily technical, the track. A lot of undulating curves and elevations of changes. Very neat.
F1 track. Loving that back straight. It's very cool, flying up through the stadium there. It's very cool.
Yeah, of course, home of the Brazilian Grand Prix.
Very good.
Yeah, we're just walking into our 5-minute warm-up here, so can confirm the results from qualifying. Darren Lobb taking the slot number 1 over Bruce Tannock.
Ooh, that's close.
So it's going to be a spicy one down into turn 1 for those boys, and it may be an interesting one as well, because we've got Roger Forbert and Taylor Mitchell holding out positions 3 and 4 just behind those, with an ever aggressive and lovable bunch from Team Jigsaw Racing, Leon Weir and Sean McNamara taking spots 5 and 6. So we may see a super send from our mate Macca at some point.
Awesome.
Jason Cossey from Diesel D Services takes the 7th spot over Michael Gunstone. Michael Christchurch boy doing well here in the Div1 series, spot number 8 for him. Then we've got Scott McKenzie and Kevin West, one Misfits and one Team Symbolic Racing vehicle to take out spots 9 and 10. And that is our 10 spots there for
a lot of those names,
Div1 race.
A lot of those names all feature in the top 10 in the championship too, with Darren Lobb currently leading, got pole position. He's on 326 points, had 2 wins. Sean McNamara currently sitting in second. He's just under 100 points behind, basically. And then it's tight. Right through to 7th position is spread by 20 points. So yeah, she's tight like a toiga, like you just said. Yeah, Kevin West in 3rd, Michael Gunstone 4th, Dion de Graaf 5th, Roger Forbert 6th, Taylor Mitchell 7th, Nick Mitchell 8th, so battle of the Mitchells there. Xavier Simmons at 9th, Leon Weir in 10th. We haven't mentioned Bruce Tannock yet, but here he is at 11th. But it's really tight there from 8th back to 11th. It's, well, actually, we go further down the page, it's spread by another 20 points down to 14th.
Yep.
So she's still pretty tight, and it's, we're up to round 5, so yeah, she should be a good 9.
And as stated there, Corey, with it being round 5 of the 12 race season, we've obviously got, once again, 3 of those rounds been divvied off to the side for the Enduro rounds. So there's only 4 more races inside this championship, so we are past the halfway mark. So all of these battles are still well and truly playing out for the big key spots there. Any drama at the front of the field could allow a number of people sitting a bit further down our grid order tonight the ability to capitalise on some well-deserved points to keep their names up that grid list. So we'll try and try and keep an eye on some of those names as the race goes on and see if we can work out where the battles are taking place for the championship and report back to you. But hit us up on the live stream chat. Let us know who you're backing or what you'd like to see happen tonight. Should be a good one.
Yeah, 100%. Tonight brought to you by Snow Farm New Zealand. Perfect time of year to head down there and check that out. Very cool cross-country ski, snowshoe, or simply playing the snow with us this winter. Let's go check them out. It's a beautiful, picturesque place, and yeah, massive thanks to Snow Farm New Zealand, this week's weekly sponsor.
Awesome. Cheers, Snow Farm.
Yeah, later on we might even have a snow report for tomorrow.
Oh,
See what happens. So if you're a bit of a ski bunny or a snowboard bunny, you'd be a cold bunny. It's chilly down there this time of year, the Cadrona Valley.
Sure has. Certainly been getting hit with some very low negative degree temperatures recently in and around central South Island and further down into the Otago area as well. So yeah, we'll give you a wee ski report update on that one later on.
They call it a hoarfrost there, Dougie, and it's just frozen fog basically.
Frozen fog.
Icicles a metre long hanging off trees.
Wow.
No,
Yep.
I'm kidding.
Alright,
Do
there we go.
Do they call it that because they like what they see dangling from trees, or am I well on the wrong page?
I think that might be where it probably come from.
Right, starting to grid up. Looking good. Here we are, sitting in the comms box here at turn 1.
Here's a funny one for you iRacing fans at home, or iRacing subscribers and racers. Bruce Danix just put a message across the top of the board for the boys. Good race! Exclamation mark. Most people would say that the first person to say good luck to the race is the first person to bomb the race. So hopefully he hasn't shot himself in the foot. But we'll keep an eye on Bruce Danik as we get through corners 1, 2 and 3 and see what happens.
Here they are, turn 1, turn 2, and turn 3. Alright, here we go, into it. SuperCars NZ, Div1 Race 5, Interlagos.
And they are away. Bruce actually got a pretty good jump, moving across on towards Darren Lobb there. Darren giving him a nice wide berth. Manages to keep the nose just in front of Bruce, coming through turns 2 there. Pretty clean through the back of the field, one of the SDIs. Yep.
Yeah, had Steve Darren, he got right out sideways there. He was the first one to catch my attention tonight. He saved it, and he's
very, very tight. 3 and 4 wide coming down to turn 4 there. Looking really cool. So it's still Bruce, Darren over Bruce. Taylor's managed to jump Roger off the start, and Sean's also managed to jump Leon there.
It's like a bit of contact between Shane McLeod and looks to be one of the Simblacks cars. Would have been Stefan Adams, maybe.
Yeah. The Misfits boys not wanting to give up any race room for one another as well, racing hard against one another. It's always amazing to see. Looks like Liam. Ooh. So looks like Trent Bennett's maybe taking a wee rotational turnaround there, and Liam Jacobs making some big moves already from a bit further back. He's already up 4 grid spots into spot number 15 there.
Final turn of the race off there.
And it's an absolute howler coming up through there. You get a big draft run, and it's certainly not hard to see these cars as they popping out, you know, about 230, 40 odd K, and then having to smash it way back to 80, 90 K to get round turn 1 there.
Yeah, is it ducks and dives over there as well, Doug? Eh?
It sure does. It makes a big dramatic drop left turn, which is then off cambered into a right-hander, which then quickly transitions again into a left. So if your tyres aren't warm, or if they're too warm, it can be see you later, grippy, and hello, wally.
Grid settled down, looking good. Nice, relatively clean start. Super happy with that. SuperCars NZ. Love our clean racing here.
Yeah, it has been clean. I think there was only that one incident there which we could have a look back at shortly once things settled down a bit more, was Trent Bennett maybe just getting a wee bit of a tag, or just losing the rear end himself through this section of field here that we can currently see.
I will have a look now, eh? See how we go.
It looked like him with Liam Jacobs.
Oh, but a net
And just a small wee bit of netcode there, and that was possibly with Dan Nolan.
Yeah, but unfortunate. Alright.
Was indeed, so yeah. But anyone's unsure as to what netcode is, it's just a wee bit of a computer glitch in the system. It's interpreted that the two cars were a bit too close, and could have meant that impact was going to happen. It doesn't necessarily always mean that it does. Or the car dynamics being a bit too close together, sometimes they rough each other up the wrong way, and can cause a what appears to be a collision when it's not.
Go, beautifully explained, Dudley. Beautifully explained. So how are you, Corey?
Oh, good mate, I'm just having a wee look over some of these guys. Stefan Adams up 6 spots, Liam Jacobs up 6 spots. They're your two biggest movers so far. Trent Bennett, I'm not going to call him the biggest loser, but he has had the most loss so far. Unlucky. That wee incident there at the start, then end up on the graph. Everywhere you look though, there is a green car. I'm going to make that comment.
Definitely.
Yep.
Misfits entries, very cool.
Good battle going on with Ross Watson and a couple of misfits. Let's try 4 of them.
Oh, there we go, 22nd spot. Wow. Full on, definitely.
Yeah, these Winston Black's car under a whole lot of pressure from some misfits.
Whoa! The big return sent from Trent Bennett after coming off the track earlier. Now trying to bring himself back up into some form of contention for the race. How long have the boys got tonight? Just the one race of 34 laps, is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's 134 lap race, and I believe they've got to make how many pit stops?
2 compulsory pit stops.
And they must take 1 tyre?
A minimum of all 4 tyres must be taken per pit stop.
Alright, right, okay. That's a lot of tyres, so we're not thinking about the environment here at SuperCars NZ, or?
We certainly take the environment very seriously here at SuperCars NZ. That's why yourself, when you had the ability to travel up to the North Island the other day to collect a new car, we didn't worry about doing the usual postage and handling and getting some other taxi driver to go and deliver our parcels throughout New Zealand. And you took a napper bucket out and about from down in the Yonder all the way up to near Auckland.
Yeah, I do. I have some bucket stats. So the bucket travelled 1,567 kilometres with me.
Wow.
Before it was picked up by Jono Gibson. So I believe, Wayno, you were actually the one that queried me on how far it had actually got, and the Safari made it all the way to Auckland. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay, yeah. Not being cheeky or anything.
And it's not my problem anymore.
Very cool. Very cool. Alright.
Jono Gibson was our winner, so I believe he's in Div 2.
Yep, he is.
Yep, he is in Div 2, yep. Yeah, Nick told me some interesting names he likes to call them. Dr. Death was one of them.
Oh, yeah.
course, Jono's an undertaker. So,
Yeah, interesting job. Cool guy.
yeah, it would be very, very, very interesting job.
There's a awesome battle that we've got watching here. Dan Nolan down the order here, hunting out a few cars, and we can see a Simplex entry smoking up the rear tyres on that one. But equally, another very close battle taking place is between positions 5 and 6. Our mates Sean McNamara and Leon Weir.
Teammates, eh? Into it.
Yeah, well, if
big straight we're talking about.
there is the teams championship as well taking place. So some people this season have buddied up together to run a teams championship, and believe it or not, these two are not part of that. So Leon's teamed up with Dan Nolan, who we were watching before, and Sean's paired up with the one and only Steve Darren.
There we go. North and south.
Michael Gunstone's our first car in to take a pit stop. Well, actually, like Peter Vandenberg has. I'm not sure whether he was involved in an incident there at the start.
Didn't see any data on that, but I believe he may have been one of the first ones to react. I did see a Teams Misfits car peel off into the pit lane there earlier, and Trent Bennett's also completed his as well. So all of those three that have stopped so far, a 10-second stop through to a 13-second stop.
Yeah, very close racing, Supercars NZ. What were we talking, Corey? What were those numbers between the first and 20th? Was it can't see.
Oh, in practice there. So yeah, in practice the top 9 cars were split by a second.
Wow.
And then it was top 13 cars. And then from 14th through to 19th was split by another second. So it was 19 cars, or pretty much 20 cars within 2 seconds spread of each other, which was pretty cool.
Leon's just made a pass on Sean McNamara and moves himself up into spot number 5, or actually should I say reclaims spot number 5 from where he qualified, and his attention should now be focused on moving forward to spot number 4. Did look like...
Let's have a look at that, eh? Got him on the run. Tucked down the inside. Sean was obviously sandbagging and obviously decided to give him the position. So
But
well done, Sean.
the true answer to this, Wayno, is black wheels are faster than white. It's it's been proven.
Xavier Simmons, fast lane, goes sideways entry.
He's doing really well. Xavier started off the back of the field, like he normally does when he comes along for a hone. But he's up 10 spots. He's the one who's made the most grid spot gains so far for tonight.
Yeah, Xavier got one request, and that would be get out the Herder's car on the ZB for me.
Very good. Well done, Xavier. Very cool. Good to see you out there having a blast. Supercars NZ. Let's see you get into that top 10, eh?
Could you show us the intervals there, Wayne, rather than the gap stack down the...
Oh, that's the way I read it.
From the leader?
I read it different to you. So.
Yeah, I like looking at the wee orange and yellows. That tells us where the close battles are taking place between cars.
Yeah, there's a few of them going on. Good race going on from about what looks to be 6th, 8th, 9th through to 15th.
Yep. So looking at position 13 there, Tony Lynch and Liam Jacobs. And right in behind them is Xavier Simmons closing that gap as well. So Liam using a lot of runoff out there, would have picked up an off track, but at no loss to his overall top speed. Tony will be wide, running out wider there, turn in a bit late, and he could have had a nice wee look at diving down into this corner, but that's a really hard and slow one to get right without getting too close to this one on the inside of the left. a lot of these corners, if you don't position yourself just out wide enough, you need to late apex the corner after you get a bit of a poorer run. So Xavier seems to be following a bit more of a traditional racing line there, and so it might be good for an onboard view from him on how he attacks this track, seeing he is doing a pretty good job of carving up some numbers. This is leading us up to the start finish line, and pit lane entry off to the left. Nice, bring it across pit lane entry corner here and cut those tyres, let it run back out wide. Jumping on the brakes and turning down into turn 1 here, keeping it late on the apex, holding left as much as he can not to upset the car coming into turn 2. He's done a nice one to run up to the back on Tony here. A little bit of a lift just not to give him a punt. Back on the gas early with the run through here. Did maybe consider a bit of a ascent to the left, he might have a look at it. No, holding on that one, turn 5, hold it tight, let it run out wide, pick up the gas again and bring it back closer to the wall. Nice, minimal wheel movement as much as possible through turn 6, braking early for turn 7 here, keeping it tight round through here, letting it float out to the left again before braking down into this tight corner, holding it in really tight, nice and slow, because that off-cambered corner can help pick the wheels up too soon, light them up, turn roundies. Turn 8, bringing it back across the ripple strip, let it run wide back out to the left, another tight in, down to the right. Nice flowy corner as we come downhill, holding it just to the left for a second and then letting it float out to the right, across the ripple strip, jump on the brakes on the Astro, kiss the inside corner and float back out to the right, and we are now in the flat out section, climbing back up towards pit lane entry, hugging those ripple strips, minimal tyre movement. He might look at a dive for pit lane here following in. No, Liam going a bit too slow for him. Eyes on the back of Tony, completed a lap on board with Xavier Simmons.
And who knew we were going to do that, but bloody awesome, thank you Doug, let's look at that.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, Xavier's certainly carved up some laps here on iRacing. He's super fast. He's got a few tricks up his sleeve. He's just always ready just to reposition the car if need be, to have a bit of a look. Maybe he just fills those mirrors up on drivers, just to make them aware that he is there, throw them off a little bit. But always ready just to move back to that traditional racing line and keep the car flowing through those corners as much as possible.
Right, bit of data here. Chris Supwich and Steve Darren having a bit of a neck and neck, dive.
Supwich.
Supwich.
And Stephen Darren.
Yeah, not bad.
He'll never give up a spot, will he? I love racing with Steve. He's always clean and fair.
Yep. So Steve there would have taken an off track just to be able to hold, keeping that speed up around that corner, but nicely executed there.
Left it open on the inside there for Chris. But obviously with the lefty-righty complex of this whole three wide.
Misfit's car getting a bit off camber there and getting that special.
Yeah.
Misfit's passion.
Yeah. These battles just taking place left, right and centre, eh?
Go back to the line, just go a bit of time.
Have a look back at second and third spot there, mate. I know Darren Lobb's doing a great job carving up at first, but look who's knocking on the second spot. Yeah. Taylor Mitchell sitting there. So yeah, just following that more of a traditional wide line, just to be able to really shallow those corners out, so you can really optimise running through the next one. So it's not thinking how can I get through this corner here, it's how can I best get through the next corner coming up, which may be a harder one to get across to. A lot of these boys up here in Div1 certainly know what they're playing with.
Yeah, it's also probably saving on your tyres a little bit too.
Yes.
By taking a clean line. I like it.
True.
Xavier Simmons up 17 positions. We've had a few cars go through the pit lane. So currently out on
Oh,
track,
Bruce
Sean
peeled off.
McNamara is the first car leading the pack that's made a pit. Looks like Brucey's in.
Yep.
Brucey
So
in the pits.
he's coming out. It'll be interesting to see how long he sits there for.
Sean McNamara, we've got 15.83 seconds, so we're just counting it down here. Six, seven.
Pit lane time's up, eh? Okay.
Yep. So Sean is leading Leon again. Those guys have been trading positions, and Sean and
Just
Leon are
quicker.
just coming past pit lane entry now. Flat stickers coming down into turn 1.
He's got out. So it's
Brucey's
interesting looking at
ahead of him.
the pit lane transfer, you know, like going down pit lane for Brucey was a 35.10. Sean was a 35.60. Brucey's pit time was a 15.45.
Yep.
Versus the 15.83, which is
I'm Sean's here.
like a Toyota.
Looks like at some point those white wheels have got in front of those black wheels again too. So.
I believe that might have been in the pits.
I think it would be too.
Yeah, just looking, Leon took an extra 2 seconds to go down pit lane, so I'm not sure what happened there.
Forward versus holder, maybe he's a bit heavier than Sean.
Yeah, he probably didn't go in as hot. No, that's a ridiculous statement, I'm sorry.
It's a holder.
There you go. We've got Taylor Mitchell and Roger Forbert both entering
Yep.
the pits as well now, so that's the be interesting keeping an eye on Taylor, because he was obviously knocking right on the back door of Bruce before. So up on the
Mackenzie will
back.
assume the lead of the race. Xavier Simmons now in second. And you got Glenn Collins
Wow.
and Darren Lobb are your only other cars that haven't had a pit. And Darren's
There was
dropping
a
down.
short stop,
Taylor,
wasn't it?
Taylor was fast, 13.83 of a second. He'll get the jump on Bruce here.
Yeah, for some reason Darren and my SDK data's gone, baby.
Bruce just coming up behind Taylor on the exit there as Taylor weaving, exiting pit exit to try and build some tyre temp up early. Bruce, 1 lap of warmer tyres, will probably find himself in a good position to close that gap down under a couple of braking points if he wanted to.
Yeah, warm tyres on the Nagel turbo car.
There, what Taylor does have to run a little bit wider because his tyres aren't just warm enough yet, but doing good ground to keep the gap margin fairly solid at the moment. A couple more corners and see those tyres will start coming true to themselves. Oh, we were not looking good there. He might actually pick up a pretty hefty slowdown penalty for that track cut.
Old tyres, first lap, trying to keep Bruce
Whoa.
up. And lucky there was nothing out there but spuds.
Yeah, he will definitely have a slowdown for that too.
So it looks like he may have done enough to clear it, and he's already re-engaged the tow hook onto the back of Bruce's car.
That's luck. But luck there were no walls out there.
Yeah, of course tonight Div1's been given 15 incident points.
Oh yeah.
It's one of those tracks where you can get in off track pretty easily as well, so the guys are going to have to look after them. Some of them have a handful there.
How accurate is that?
No.
Been down the road before.
No one's in double digits.
No,
No,
closest,
no, it's
closest one I
10
can
for
see
Taylor
there.
Mitchell, and he's got 5, so yeah.
So Darren
He-
Lobb and Simmons still to pit.
Yeah, so Darren Lobb being true to every other race he does, goes long.
25 seconds on Simmons, so it's like 28, 29 seconds on Bruce Tenet, so interesting to see.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to get through pit lane in that time. Xavier Simmons coming into pit lane now at a P2.
Yeah, which is his first stop. Darren still hasn't taken one yet. Wayne, have you got the ability to hit your race button on the display mode? Maybe bring up our lap counter at the top. Yeah, up. That one.
Oh, there we go. Sweet.
Oh,
There we
look,
go.
and
There we
the
go,
All
folks.
Ports, that's why the All Ports logo wasn't there. But yeah, there we go. We can fix that.
Sorted.
Booyah!
There we go. That answers a question from earlier as well.
Minter,
We're all
Minter.
sorted.
Back into it.
And a big shout out to Chitty and the team at All Ports, backing the SuperCars ENZ V8 series once again. So yeah, always good. And if you're looking to get into All Ports Motorsports, get yourself some pretty sweet gear.
Definitely. We'll scroll down a little bit. Let's see. Look at these cars. We'll hide some stuff. Put that on until for Doug. Keep it naked.
Ah, wow!
Hide it. Hide the map. This map. Hide the map. Oh, this is a good battle. Us carry on down. Got a lot of races in here tonight.
Yeah, well, everybody knows this fella, Leon Weir Jr. He's racing with his teammate once again. The black wheels have got ahead of the white wheels, so if you're tied up in that race.
Oh,
And,
good battle here. Roger Forbert, Kevin West.
Yeah, I swear, everywhere I look there is a Simblacks car racing with a Misfits car. Not even
Yes. Yeah, I've had the same thing, and there's been a real epic battle been happening between Tony Lynch and Peter Vanderberg and Trent Bennett there for a while. Sitting on the back of that one now, once again, Xavier Simmons. There's also been the... who else was there? There was another one around Derek Lovegrove.
Down the graph's having a good battle here with Jason Cossey.
Oh man, we almost got 4 wide between 2 of the Misfits, one diesel and one fast lanes car going on.
Cool. Nick Mitchell, Liam Jacobs, Scott
Yeah.
Lindsay,
And,
Dan
and then
Nolan,
there's
some big race names in there.
and then there's another 4-pack of racers sitting just in behind this one, looking just as berserk. If you put it on like Dan Nolan, one of those guys, and one of the TV cabs, you'll see these 2 4-packs going for it. There's a 4-pack there, wait for it to kick around the corner, and you'll see another 4-pack in behind these ones coming into view now.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Which is,
One half drink the last one, so it's more of a 3-pack.
yeah, Tony Lynch, Peter Vanderberg, Xavier Simmons chucking it out there.
As he takes another position back.
Yeah, Nolan though, in that pack again up the front.
He's awesome.
This one, he's lost a couple of spots there now. Just been swamped though. These cars are going. They're diving. They're ducking. It's great watching, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorting. Lap 17:34.
Oh, bit of overspeed carry into the. Oh no!
Got tapped, turned.
He got commentated cursed.
Yeah, 100%.
Commentated cursed. That was unlucky. Tony couldn't really do anything about that. As Nick was just trying to catch himself, and Tony was just came around the corner a bit unawares as to what was just being readdressed.
Yes.
or should I say,
Going a little
trying
bit
to,
slower.
trying to control. Anyone that's had a half a second at running iRacing and driving these V8 supercars will know that once they're in a slide, it's often near impossible to bring them back from a slide. It's the long game of playing weight and hoping for the best.
Yes, unfortunately for Nick now, he's got a meatball flag, so he will be limping back to pit lane to take his last repair, I'm guessing. So yeah, but it's still time to recover, I guess.
And obviously with coming in to do that will be his second stop for the evening as well, which lap 18 of 34 is probably a wee bit sooner than what he wanted to, but it doesn't necessarily mean he is out of contention whatsoever. So up onto the stands, I can see Nick is there now and rolling in with his pit stop time. I'll give you that one in a second once the car drops. Here we go, 12-second pit lane pit stop there for Nick as he rolls out of pit lane. He should be all clear of all traffic.
Doug?
No, we're all good. I was just giving the people at home the update of how Nick Mitchell was recovering from from that incident, just rolling when home going through pit lane and where he's at. So he's down at the bottom of the pack. Looks like there's about a 20-second gap from him to the next car ahead of him, but as said, he's had his fast repair, he's done his second pit stop, and now it'll be just a matter of keeping his nose clean, getting those lap times back underway, and choo-choo through to the end.
Fastest lap of the race for Darren Lobb last time round, 1:32.57.
Yeah, that bar moving, it's getting close to those quali times.
Yeah, it is, yeah, so 1:31, high 1:31s I think they got in quali.
Yep. Which
Board here
again,
with Ross Watson.
Yeah, you
different looking misfits in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a bit of a fade going on, bit of a green fade.
Yeah, he's got the white wheels happening for him as well. Maybe Corey, you could have send him a wee message and say, hey, you might have to jump on board with the rest of your pals and go back to being black.
Yeah, they don't look so dirty.
Full battle
Good little
there
bit of
with
gear, Stephen Adams.
yeah, and Glenn Collinson, yeah. Oh, just ahead a spin between Derek Lovegrove and Chris Upsich. Yeah, just wondering to see what happened here, whether Derek came across the nose. Oh, could, I was going to say, could we have a higher view, maybe like a chopper cam, courtesy of Jigsaw Racing?
Oh yeah, to sell it, buy some more timber.
Jigsaw Racing replay coming to you now. Yeah, so Derek there, and he thought, well, he was sort of just in front, but bit of a hard one to call on that one. So we'll leave that one to the greater gods.
Or a racing incident.
We put it out to our folks at home, listening and watching the live stream. Chuck a comment on the live chat on who you think was at fault of that one.
Whose car did it already caught it?
Yeah, that's right.
We'll boot him from the race.
Or you tell me how much did it cost me and fuel to take that bucket to Cambridge?
Yeah, so you started where?
It started in Paraora, which is 5 minutes south of Timaru. It's about halfway down the South Island on the east coast. The total Ks I did all up was, I think it was 2,227 or something stupid like that.
crazy. Yeah, and then so up to Auckland and then back down to Cambridge to the bucket for Jono Gibson. Intercepted the bucket on its
He did.
way around the
He
country.
chased us down. He chased us down, and yeah, him and his young fella, Monty, I think his name was. He was a little bit shy, but yeah, okay. There we are. Gonna go clean the. I think it might have been a BMW.
Pit stops there.
Yeah, so we've just had a bunch of guys go through taking their second stops, including Leon Weir, Roger Forbert, Kevin West, Jason Cossey. Leon de Graaf and Michael Gunstone have also completed theirs, along with Liam Jacobs, Dan Nolan, Trent Bennett, Nick's on there. So positions 1 through to 8 at the top of the field. Currently still yet to take that second pit stop, and a couple of others scattered through the teams there.
Hey Stonesy, you should just get out and race in Div 2, mate. Oh, we got Brucey and Shawnee in pits together. Bit of shadowing from Mr. Plough.
I like. I'm interested there, Stonesy. It's a. I'll read out the comment in case there's a few people that can't sign in on the old live chat. So Stonesy's comment was it was Chris's fault. He was miles off the racing line. I don't dispute that he was miles off the racing line, but if everyone was racing on the racing line, no passes would happen.
Very good. Bruce Tannock taking his 2 stops.
Yeah, only 24 seconds behind Lobby. Is that correct?
Only 24. No. Who's that? Bruce's teammate we're talking about?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, Darren leading Taylor. Taylor 9 seconds behind him, and then Darren's teammate Bruce sitting there in third. Glenn having a bit of a upset moment there over the voice comms. Looks like a bit of an entanglement between him and Dan Nolan. There might be some data there to have a sniff at there, Wayno.
Peter Vandenberg, Dan Nolan.
No, maybe Peter and Glenn Collinson. I can see Glenn Collinson.
Sorry. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Glenn Collinson crash, maybe?
Coming out of pit lane.
That's Peter that you're on. Oh, so
It's the aftermath, I think.
that's still on board with Pete. So you might have to find the other one. Looks.
Oh, there's a jigsaw car jammed out there too.
There's a Dan Nolan past Glenn Collinson, just a touch up further on your data there, mate. Wowza, that crash model was hugely significant. Just hold it there, because I wonder if someone else then got cleaned up on the side of the track, or whether it was just my imagination. No, Glenn's had to tow, Dan would have had to tow. That was massive.
Definitely. Like you say, cool graphics. It's all coming together for iRacing and the V8s, isn't it?
Does indeed. Certainly looking forward to what iRacing will be bringing to us in the near future. Hopefully not so distant future, which will be the release of Pukekohe, which has obviously now been removed as far as being a racetrack. The deconstruction of that zone has already started.
And they're shipping it to my hometown.
Yeah, I was going to say exciting news. Your neck of the woods, Wayne.
Old Stratford is going to be landed on the map with the proposal for a new 2.4 kilometre race circuit being built out there in Stratford, and thanks to Pukekohe, well, I wouldn't say thanks, but within part of Pukekohe being disestablished and some of those concrete barrier walls, safety barrier walls have been making their way towards Stratford to help the re-engineering and engineering of that new track. So a good way to play part of recycle.
I think an international drag strip is part of the package as well, so that's
Good.
international drag strip, not just a normal one. So yeah, looking forward to that as well.
That's not your Karanga Happy Road drag strip either.
Yeah, or if you're in Plymouth Connaught Road.
But yeah, iRacing managed to get out there and scan Pukekohe for us before it was decommissioned, so that one's waiting in the banks, and I believe there's been chitters and chatters through the iRacing New Zealand communities of folks about the new generation of V8 supercar has possibly already been scanned by iRacing as well, but I think the long-winded version of it is, as while there's still talks of parity issues between the two cars, iRacing won't move forward on doing too much more with that until that has been solidified and signed off, as everyone is happy. So there could still be a wee bit of a wait for that one, but hopefully we get to see Pukekohe before the year is out, and we can go and send these awesome V8 supercars around it a few times for some special events and some racing here from SuperCars NZ.
Yeah, would be nice. Alright, Lob coming into pit lane.
Making his second stop.
Shooting in, making a coffee, sitting down on the couch,
Yeah.
having a little
No,
rest.
that
1.1
did,
kilometre
yeah.
interval.
I think he's going to get out and he's going to have a small margin back to Bruce.
He's taken a long stop, 14.45 seconds there, so he certainly needed the fuel.
I'm going to say that's a small margin.
That margin's getting close. 7 seconds. Down at 6.7 on Bruce.
Yeah, we'll see Bruce come around the corner in the background. There he is. So
Yeah, that gives you a good perspective in the gap there. He's
yeah,
just
still
a
tight.
speck in the distance there to Bruce. Does Darren?
And has 8 laps to get another 20 seconds.
Yeah, there's a name that oh, there it is. No, that's right. There was a name on the board that I couldn't see as to where it was exactly, but still sitting there like a fly on those pull-down sticky tape things that we used to attach to our ceilings through the 90s there. That Mum said don't lick. I don't know why. It didn't do me any problems.
I have to
Just
say that to
telling
my
you
dog.
not to do something.
Leon, we are still ahead of Sean McNamara with a very grumpy Roger Forbert in behind them going, let me go by.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know what happens on the final lap in that situation. Kevin West not too
You'd
far
hope not
behind.
with a couple of teammates there though, you would. You want to keep that as clean as you can.
Yeah, team, not team, but teammates.
Team,
Yes,
yeah, team, not teams.
not teams.
Yeah, come out of the same trailer, I reckon. They're all the same trailer trash.
Is that like?
But that's
Is that
not
like
I
having
having
hope I
a,
didn't say that out loud just now.
Sorry, I'm sorry, I refute my comment.
No,
is that like having a stepdad?
Oh, it's all in good fun, not for children.
Xavier Simmons. Snow Farm New Zealand, massive thanks. Great shout
Yeah,
out
Snow
there.
Farm New Zealand, and they will be open tomorrow. I can tell you that from looking on snowfarm.nz. cold conditions at the start of the night, so it's warmed up over the last 3 hours. Expect a firm base with nice soft topper. Great for skiing, snowshoeing, and snow play. Good for snowball snow. There you go.
Cool, very cool.
Wow, I'm loving this battle here with Michael
definitely.
Gunstone,
Yeah,
Xavier,
just weaving
and Dion there.
Weaving and ducking, and Xavier on the outside there.
Man, that's
Good
tight.
Good race room though, good race room, only just enough. But
Racing room, I think there was wing mirror room.
Yeah, up 14 spots, Xavier, so he's made it into the top 10 there with that pass there on Michael Gunstone.
And watching the mirrors now, Dion DeGraaf, the Simplex entry, will be wondering what
good little spot here.
Yeah, these
Xavier
two
might be doing
definitely would
next.
have traded paint over the years.
Oh, mate, the amount of colour exchange between those two, they might as well be fully fledged Rainbow Warriors by now.
Jesus.
Oh, here we go, right front. Neck and neck.
Closing distance, who's going to end the drag race down to turn 1?
Yeah, Xavier's going to have the inside here for the left-hander. There's a chance to take the other line, the safer line there for Dion there. He's going to get better braking and switch back around.
Look at Xavier closing off that early turn-in possibility on Dion, but still just allowing that racing room to exist. There was a very Shane Van Gisbergen-esque move, wasn't it? Just that delayed turn-in for the corner.
Yeah, Dion's super fast, he's certainly not going to like that.
No, I love hearing these cars chew their way down through the gears nicely as well. I mean, we've certainly heard a couple over the years, a missed shift, and followed by the subtle sound of pistons and pins and rods ejecting themselves through the exhaust system and out the sides of the block all over the racetrack.
Do you want to do another in-car Dougie? Michael Gunstone?
Can do if we want to. Lap 29 of 34.
That good last time.
Look
at that rubber on the windscreen, eh?
Yep. Brutal realism, and those can be torn off as you go through the pit lane. It's an option that you can choose.
Could be oil.
So on board with Michael Gunstone as he is flat out climbing up the hill past all his fans. He's waving, he's saluting. He should be focused on moving forward, coming across the start finish line, dipping it down on the brakes, down into second gear, tuning in left-hander turn 1, and a quick change of direction, floating early shift through turn 2, ramping on that speed, and up 4th, 5th gear, into the draft there, sit there nicely as we get up to 250k before jumping on the brakes again. Round turn 6, little bit of a wheel lock there on the front, and also same for the Simplex car in front of him. A nice bit of patience, hold it to the left there, don't get too aggressive too soon. Keep it in tight through these two corners, let it float back out to the left, nice and early on the brakes, nice and tight through this corner, hold, let it open up. Nice, low, easy one through here as well. It's a long corner, longer than you think. Getting back on the gas and back out nice and wide to the left for this late apex turn in. A little bit early there, but managing to do alright. I think he's just getting super keen on wanting to see the other side of the yellow and black in front of him. On the ripple, down, breaking over the AstroTurf. Early turn and cutting that last little bit of the corner of turn 13. And then it is foot flat, climbing back up the hill. He's got his eyes on the back of that car now. The fans are waving and cheering him on. He is just locked in under the draft. He thought, I'll peel across. Can I make a late diving break for the corner? Not close enough, back in through to turn 1 again. He's certainly putting on the pressure. There'll be one to keep an eye on in the closing of these last 4 laps.
Yeah,
I was going to say, there's four laps to go. This race is just absolutely flowing by.
Oh, it's
Young Rob's still out in
crazy
front.
exciting.
Yeah, so Bruce Tanak, Taylor Mitchell in their little battle here for second. And then there's still a battle going on for, well, that's the second and third. And then the battle for fourth, fifth and sixth. It's been hot all night as well. These three have traded places. Roger was in front of these two for a bit. We've seen the white wheels in front of the black wheels. We've seen the Misfits and the thin blacks. She's, yeah, and like we said, we're just over halfway through this season for the V8s.
And certainly not giving it up yet either, as well as Taylor Mitchell sitting in third spot ahead of this group, and he is glued to the rear bumper of Bruce Tanak with 3 laps to go. He's desperate to see the great white shark make a bit of a mistake. Just a little glint of hope in his eye as he sees Bruce light up the rear a little bit. Unfortunately, he'll be waiting, he'll be sniffing, he'll be thinking any time, any moment I'll be ready to get on around him. But Bruce keeping it very, very clean, sitting in all the right spots.
And
McLeod moving out of the way.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, what was like that was scripted? I said the same thing.
Oh my. Hey, Jason Cossie, and then we had Xavier Simmons, so he's up 15 spots. Biggest mover. Bit of a battle here going on for the top end of the top 10, so this is the battle for 10th. That's between Dion de Graaf, Michael Gunstone and Scott McKenzie. They've been going at it all night.
And yeah, they're making a great battle towards the end. Dion done enough just to block through that area. So
Liam Jacobs there up 6 spots in 13th. Tony Lynch, he's up 2 spots into 14th. Trent Bennett has been his night. He's had a bit of a spin. He's managed to claw his way back because at one point he was last. So he's only down 4 spots from the starting position. So almost salvaged something there, Mr. Bennett. Sir.
While I'm watching this battle with Bruce and Taylor take place, Taylor had actually managed to make a run on Bruce coming up through the hill, and he was in front of him coming across the start-finish line. So just showing him what he's got coming into the last couple of laps of the race. So Bruce has really got to be on his game because Taylor's ready to pounce and have a draft run across the line, because he doesn't need to be in front of him at turn 1 like Bruce has been able to hold him off so far. He just needs to have that front lip in front of his car as he crosses the start finish line.
Good recovery from Nick Mitchell here on screen. He's managed to get himself back up into 18th spot, so he's only 5 down from where he started. So he was also right to the back of the field after an incident there a little bit earlier.
Yeah,
backwards into the wall will do that. Chris
That's right.
So 19th.
Still Darren. 20th spot, still not to be scoffed at.
Yeah, top 20, if any.
Yeah, Div1. Derek Lovegrove, Stephen Adams, Ross Watson still. This battle's going on, been going on in the background.
Once again.
Is this what you were talking about?
Yeah, once again Taylor managing to make a move on Bruce, and Bruce actually doing a really good job to hold on to this around the outside, has managed to keep that position in check, but this will be the one to follow through to the end, as I believe we are coming up onto our last lap very shortly with these boys. Darren doing a mighty fine job up there at the front. Certainly can't take anything away from him with his performance this evening. Qualified P1, has stayed P1.
Yep,
He's
did everything right.
Master of Arts. Yep.
Bring it home, URP entry, very cool.
Yeah, like the flag victory for Darren Lobb, hopefully on the cards. Let's not jump the gun, let's not commentate, curse anybody.
It's 2 more corners, and he's on his last lap, and he's just going to be chilling behind those others that he'll be coming up on. But if you watch Taylor, he's really been trying to size up where Bruce's weaknesses coming up through the hill here. So a little bit further off where he has been the last couple of times.
Final lap, white flag.
Let's stay here with this awesome view. This is the draft run I was talking about. And that's the start-finish line, so he's got to be onto it a little bit sooner than that. But around the outside of Bruce here, Bruce coming across, defending into that line. He certainly didn't want Taylor alongside him too much, but Bruce is working those tyres hard to stay there.
Looking like the only spot Taylor's going to get him, so yeah.
Yep. Maybe we'll have a bit of a look on board with Taylor and see what colour his knuckles are right now. Just bring up the gyro camera. There we go. White
the spot.
White knuckles, white hand.
Hang on to it, Taylor. Ooh. Getting a bite of it.
Oh, he's slipped off that front tread. He's got to calm it down for next couple of corners. Let those cool back off. He really needs to be in nice and close. I think he's just overworked it a touch. He's really fallen away here now. Certainly not going to be close enough to make a draft run up into the last corner. That's the kissing that apex there, the run up the hill. So that's a mighty fine job there by Bruce to hold on to spot 2 where he qualified, running it down to the line. Great race.
Three incident points for Bruce through the race. Actually, 3 drivers got 3 incident points. So shout out to Chris Subasic, Peter Vanderberg, and Bruce Tanak. So quite a few drivers in the double digits.
Wow! And look at these boys finding it, duking it out across the line, and like I said, Roger right there at that one as well. So that's mean. There's Kevin West, a cool run by Kevin, up 3 spots there, bringing it across the line in 7th. Jason Cossey from Digital Bogans, Diesel D Services, Pukekohe, across the line there. Xavier having a great run, finishing up a whopping 15 spots. Michael Gunstone, a little bit unfortunate for him. He kept it inside the top 10 but dropped 2 towards the end.
Good battle there. Liam Jacobs, Tony Lynch, Trent, Peter
Bennett. Yeah, great battle between them. Yellow and blacks and green and blacks.
Yeah, all very close. Nick Mitchell not very far behind there. Chris Zapowicz, Steve Darren bringing it home. Stephen Adams and Ross Watson had a wicked race together as well. Good battles going on. So
awesome.
Very cool, very cool.
And lots of happy chitter-chatters from all the drivers out there, congratulating and thanking each other on the awesome battles and hard racing that took place. And it really was. There was a lot of positional changes throughout that, and clean, hard racing. We certainly enjoy watching those. Make sure you jump in the comments and let us know who you're supporting throughout the race, who is your drivers that you're following from the season. We'll make sure to bring them up on screen, let you give you the updates on how they're going.
Yeah, very cool. Michael Gunstone just dealing to those tyres. Right, Corey, how are you for winding it up, man? Or we got some guys down on the comms?
We've got Taylor there, so...
cool, brilliant.
Yeah, I'm going to have to fly, so I'm going to leave you guys with the sweet interviews tonight.
No worries.
I'll talk to you boys on Thursday for an awesome HPR race.
Yes, cool. Awesome stuff. Well, thank you very much
Thanks,
there, Corey, and we'll catch you later. And bringing into the broadcasting lounge as he pulls off his helmet, throws on the MRX hat. Taylor Mitchell, what a fantastic race this evening, mate. You've given us some absolute gold to watch tonight with your battles with Bruce, and especially through those last few laps. Just a wee bit gutting. He was defending you very hard, a little bit too much push on the front tyres, and just couldn't bring that grip back towards the on that last lap. I thought you might have had a good stab at a draft run up to get him across the finish line, but nonetheless, great racing, buddy.
Thank you. Yeah, I try to go around the outside to see if that would work, but I should have stayed behind him and got the draft up the straight, but it is what it is. I had to go.
It's not racing if you're not giving it a go, eh? And you can reflect on it and think maybe next time, but maybe next time you'll think to yourself, maybe I can get him around the outside and try it again, and it might work.
Yeah, definitely.
That was a super mean battle. Great qualifying run right there from the start, and your strategy played out all right for you. No major dramas that you've had to put up with.
I think I put a little bit too, not much fuel into the first stop, which got me in front of Bruce, and then I had
got the jump on him there,
and
then you had a mega.
Yeah, and then I just had more fuel chuck in for the last stop, so that's where Bruce got in front of me. So
yeah. Did you pick up a slowdown with that big off track and then cutting across to the left?
yeah.
You did mighty fine to then have cleared that and got the old tow rope out and hooked onto the back of his rear bumper again.
Yeah, that was impressive. Lucky there were no wolves out there, eh?
Yeah, luckily.
Very cool.
Well done, Taylor. Anyone you want to have a shout out?
Yeah, thanks for Dad from MRX Race Sims, and yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
awesome, buddy.
Cheers to MRX, awesome team. Really enjoy watching you guys race, and bit of a shame for Nick tonight, but I know he's stuck in there for the team, so very cool.
Yep.
Good going, Nick.
Thanks, Taylor.
Right, boys.
Cheers, Taylor. Oh, we got Darren Lobb in the waiting room there. Do you want to?
Yep, and we've also got Bruce Tannock, so we could probably bring both of them in at the same time.
Yeah, sweet. Sounds good.
Come on, lad down.
Right.
So there they are, the boys, the team this year, this season. One Mr. Tannock and one Mr. Lobb. Welcome to the Broadcasting Lounge. Great race this evening, boys.
Hello, gents. Thank you. It was a bit procession-like, wasn't it?
I hope you had your pillow, yeah, because it was a bit boring.
only for you fast guys out the front. Darren, obviously, he had enough time to go and change his socks halfway through the race. Bruce, you were probably about the only one that was seeing anything significant close to a battle, and that was defending off young Taylor.
Yeah, no, his racecraft was really, really good, because obviously I think the only time with the run, with the tow, it was turn one, and so if he was within 0.3, I knew he might have a dive, but in the first stint, he just saved fuel, I'm pretty sure, and then he jumped me in the pits, but then he made a big boo-boo at turn 13 or whatever that is when he almost went, well, we went completely through the grass.
Yeah,
so he gave up. I probably wouldn't have had, I might have got him even better then, because if he stayed in front of me, I would have saved gas the second 10 laps, whereas he had gas the first 10 laps. So, but no, that was good, really, really respectful. He knows that I'm only about a 4-minute car drive away, so if he does anything naughty...
Go suss it out.
He'll hear the old whop whop outside the gate, will he? No, it was mega. Bruce, yeah, super cool battle watching you guys trading positions, and him just keen on having a look. It was really good and nice, respectful racing between the two of you, and yeah, looked like he just got a little bit too happy just in that first third of that last lap, overcooked the front tyres and handed it to you. It was really looking like if he had been within, like you said, obviously that 0.3 of a second, it would have been very close drag race to the line, but I'm sure you wouldn't have given it up that easy on the last lap.
Oh, it's just, yeah, I mean, if you, like I said, around this place, as soon as, even if you're within half a second, you can drop 0.2 through the rest of the track, and then you pull it all the way back at the turn one, and you can brake extra deep because you use the other guy as a reference. But I made a boo-boo, I think lap 3 or 4, I just got a big, like, turned in and just got a big oversteer onto the last straight, and that gave Darren for 0.3, 0.4, and that was over a second, and that was it, just over and out. Yeah, couldn't hang on.
There you go.
Yeah,
And,
another day at the office, Darren Lobb.
Yeah. See, Darren's already, he's gone out, he's just parking the car in the trailer at the moment there, folks.
He's
already halfway home.
From the kitchen.
Yeah, it was a bit boring like that. It's not fun racing like that. You get a little bit bored. I've got to. I was hoping Bruce would give me a bit of a chase down, but I enjoy Interlagos. I go quite well there, and always enjoyed it. And it's pretty good in the supercars, so it's nice to get out and just run some laps in anger, which is good. But it'll be boring like that every week. So Bruce, pull your finger out, man.
Yeah,
Well, he gave me a set. He gave me a set, so I'm sure he stitched me up that it suited him, but not me.
Yeah, he's going to go back and check it at the end, and it's the back of the car sitting down on the track, and the front end sitting somewhere up in the air. It's the hot dock, man. Trick dock.
Yeah, so it's the hot one for the Mustang, Bruce.
Yeah, exactly. Wrong car, mate.
Yeah, I can't come out of the closet and drive a Mustang.
Yeah.
For a second time.
That was yeah, that's right. Yeah, because did you start off the start of the season, or was it just in week 13? Saw you toying around with a Mustang.
I've got a retro livery on a Mustang, yeah, so I just muck around with that, okay, just to get, because Darren's been helping me with my field of view, so with the Mustang, it does give you a slightly better view, but because my screen's pretty big, it doesn't really make a big difference. Yeah, and just for shits and giggles, really. But I'm just happy that it was a, what did we do? A graphics config which sorted all my issues. It was something with
Fantastic.
GPU, and like what was that, 3 or 4 weeks in a row, I was having 5 or 6 disconnections. I was ready to throw shit out the window.
Yep.
There you go. So you're running an MRX rig, aren't you, Brucey?
Yep.
And you've got a custom triple setup.
Yeah, Nick's mate. Well, he's done the second time he's done it for me. He did it originally for a 49 and 2 27s, but then when the 57 came out, I bought that, ran that for maybe a month, and then I was like, oh, bugger it, I'll buy 2 32s because an extra 32 because I have a very good mate who works at Samsung, so I'm very lucky in that regard. So I get them about half price.
Very cool.
Yep.
Very cool.
And to put that into perspective, your distance between your monitors from edge to edge is that nearly about the same size as the Commodore itself if you were to park it side by side?
It's not quite, but it's certainly
nearest ever.
Yeah, I can run, if I really feel like it, I could run 220 degrees, so my screens go past my shoulder. So I can look backwards. It's cool in NASCAR, really cool in NASCAR oval stuff, because you can see people, you can see everything. I don't know if it's hugely helpful in the supercar. I think it's just maybe that center screen. Dan Suzuki helped me work it out, because on my 49, I always had these lines, these kind of false lines, and then I talked to him through his Discord, and he was like super cool, helped me out, explained it all, told me how to set it up. And then when Darren was down on business in town in Hamilton, he popped around one night and had a look and changed my camera views and all that, and ever since then it's just felt heaps better. Hasn't really gained heaps of time, but I think it's just it was just not quite right. It just feels
nice.
better now.
Feels nice, yeah.
So you got the eye cut back. I suppose all you got to do now is just get quicker, Bruce.
Yeah, well, Darren's got 5 extra years on this thing than me, so, and I'm used to driving recklessly, where he's used to driving precision.
He's going to use that as an excuse for another 5 years, isn't he?
Yeah,
I like that. Yeah, Bruce is.
Well, the point 1 in quali is cool, but then but 0.3, 0.4 every lap over 30 odd laps. Yeah, like it's like to find that 0.3 seconds, you know where it is, but you've just got to commit. And it's just laps and laps and laps, which is good because we do lots of laps around here, and I guess you'd call it, we get a bit of freedom at the front. It's not too messy. Like if you're racing in officials and I did scops on the weekend and stuff like that, the whole field's within 0.8 or something like that. So it doesn't matter where you are in the field, you're having ding dong battles. So
Yep. Well, top 10 was within 1 second, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty tight for us. I think it was the top 13 of the drivers were from qualifying.
Yeah,
A lot of these guys from Supercars NZ, you need to branch out to a few officials. I think some of their I ratings are actually embarrassing. So they've got pace, but they just don't use it.
Yeah.
it would be nice to see some Supercars and Z guys in the officials, right? I mean,
Oh, we do
I
see,
would,
like,
but-
I've seen Ross and Leon a few times and bits and pieces,
Yep.
but yeah, I mean, obviously, I don't know about everyone's schedules, obviously, but, do a Monday night practice, and then a lot of the guys are doing GT3 as well and so on, but, I mean, hey, some people's focus might be different. I always think that, doing officials, racing with different people, and I guess we have a post-race control, but having no race control on officials can put people off as well, because you can always come across, how would you say? There's a word that rhymes with hunt.
Yeah.
Shit hunts.
Hunty. Yeah. And there's also the chance of them, complaining to live racing as well. So.
Oh, but guys in here, like there's guys in here who have an I rating that's literally 1400. They got pace to be twice that. They'll be racing with guys with 2,500, 3,000 I rating if they jump in a server.
Yep.
But again, hey, not me to tell them how to suck eggs, but I think it might just broaden their approach, racing some different people, and obviously we run the official schedule, so done plenty of laps, that's for sure.
There you go. There's the advice. Want to get fast? keep practicing. Jump on those officials.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate it, lads. We'll go to you first, Bruce. Any shout outs you want to say thank you to out there?
Oh, just Nick Mitchell for the rig, Darren for just kind of putting me under his wing a while ago and helping me out, Kyle George back in the day. But sponsorship-wise, let's be honest, it's a crock of shit in sim racing. No one gets paid for the shit, so you buy the toys and it saves you money buying a real one. So
that's
Yep, definitely.
Awesome. Cheers, Bruce. And Darren, same to you, mate. Anyone you want to make any shout outs to, any thank yous?
Yeah, also kind of the same as that, just Barry from MLP for obviously the help he gives me with my stuff. That's, as much as Bruce says the real stuff is bloody expensive and the rigs are less expensive. Any little bit of help you can get, because the stuff's getting fancy nowadays. Yeah, look forward to seeing you guys next week.
Awesome. Cheers, guys.
Very cool.
no worries.
Alright, Doug, you want to wander up, mate? Been a while.
It's been a while. I'll just get my head around it one more time. So we will do, first of all, a big thank you to Snow Farm NZ down in the south there for our weekly sponsorship this week. We certainly wouldn't be where we are today without the massive help, and for looking after this V8 Championship, All Ports Motorsport, Chitty and the team over there, for keeping us where we're at and being able to deliver what we can for the folks. And also a thank you to Napa Auto Parts here from Christchurch, jumping on board and supporting the broadcasting lounge. Thank you to Wayne for running tonight's stream, Corey for the banter along the way, and to the folks at home who tuned in and made it all that worthwhile.